Hello, Tyler DeWitt here. So, I wanted to go over podcast and why you should incorporate a podcast into your digital marketing. Podcasting is becoming big. As many of you know, I'm a speaker at one of the world's largest digital marketing conference. I've spoken in numerous cities. I've even spoke for Small Business Expo, Small Business University, which is the largest small business trade show in the country. So whether you're a small business, an enterprise brand, you should start a podcast. Podcasts are growing very fast, and they have been consistently growing over the past 5 years. So I was just reviewing a post from Influencer Marketing Hub, which had some interesting data. It says there are over 2 million podcasts. 78% of Americans are aware of podcasting. 91% of Australians are aware of podcasting. 4, almost 60% of U.S. consumers listen to podcasts. 5, 160 million Americans have listened to a podcast. 6, 65% listen to the whole episode. Now, I'm not sure how they get that data, where they get that data from, but if 65% of people are listening to podcasts, that's pretty good because content bounce rates are really high. So if you can get 65% of people engaging with your podcast and actually listening to it, then there's a good chance they might take action or come back and listen to it again. Then number 7, 41% of U.S. populations listen to podcasts on a monthly basis. Number 8, 28% of the U.S. population listens to podcasts on a weekly basis. Number 9, 8 podcasts are listened to per week on average. 10, average time spent listening to online audio was down 2020. 11, podcast listening peaks in the morning. So maybe it's best that you publish your podcast in the morning or the night before and blast your email list or whatever it may be so your subscribers can listen to that. Number 12, radio is the most popular audio source while driving. 13, mobile phones are a preferred device. So maybe get listed on the Apple Podcast Network. I can't recall exactly what they call that. It's the, Apple Podcast Connect. Pandora boosts the best brand awareness. 74% of podcasters use headphones while recording. You see, I got mine on. Podcast ad revenue is expected to exceed $2 billion in 2023. That's a phenomenal number. The top creator is the True Crime Obsessed Podcast. Number 20, the demographic of podcast listeners are diversifying. So as you can see, podcast is becoming a big hit nowadays. A lot of people are using it in the digital marketer. More speakers are using it. We even got a fishing client that's using it. We have a home appliance client that's using it. So people are becoming more and more in tune with podcasts. So it's definitely something that you can incorporate into your marketing. And it will also give people an idea of who you are, and it will allow you to present yourself as an expert in your field. In other words, people will see you as a thought leader, especially when you're on your podcast answering questions, interviewing people, or taking interviews. So maybe you want to do a Q&A with someone from your industry, or a Q&A with one of your employees, partners, whatever it may be, and start sharing that information. You can also create transcriptions. That's actually what we're doing right now. We've set up the podcast and we're going to do transcriptions on the website. So all that audio goes in the text in case if some people want to, go back and read it or they have notes. And then you have YouTube. You get major exposure through YouTube on podcasts. You can share it on your Facebook. You can share it on your LinkedIn. I mean, the possibilities are unlimited. And you probably already know, but podcast YouTube videos will show up in the Google search results. Then if you're able to set up like a podcast hub on your website, directory sharing all your videos, all that content will get indexed in Google. So over time, as people searching for something in your industry, you will keep getting exposure. At the same time, you will come across as a thought leader and someone that's an expert in your industry by having a podcast, and answering people's questions. So if you don't have a podcast, you better get one set up soon, because they are growing, and they are growing rapidly fast. Have a good one. Thank you.